Hey, what's up everybody? Frank Valkyria, welcome to the channel. How you guys doing? I hope you're doing absolutely fantastic, because if you're sick you can't do nothing. Anyway, today we're gonna check into the appellant John C. Depp for assignments of error. Yesterday we checked Amber L. for her assignment of errors, which were like 16 of them, and here for Johnny Depp seems like there is just 3. We're gonna go over it. Of course, I'm not a lawyer. I'm doing this for entertainment, sharing what we can understand in this process of step by step, seeing whether or not Johnny's gonna get another win. Of course, there's plenty of great channels out there where you can see all the details, like Andrea Buchart. There's also Rechieta, probably Beck is gonna check into this. There's Law and Lumber, great channels, great lawyers for this type of stuff, so I highly recommend that. But anyway, let's check this together. I'm also quite curious, honestly, what the Johnny Depp theme has to say. Johnny Depp currently still touring with Jeff Beck. So let's see this. Alright, appellant Johnny C. Depp, plaintiff, by and through his undersigned counsel, hereby submits the following assignment of error. In other words, the lawyer are doing this. The trial court erred by denying Mr. Depp motion for summary judgment as to appellee ALH, Miss H, counterclaim, and second, Mr. Depp motion to strike the evidence as to Mrs. Heard's counterclaim. I suppose they just wanted to stop in the track the counterclaim of H. Mr. Waldman is an independent contractor, not an employee agent, and Mr. Depp is not liable for Mr. Waldman allegedly tortuous conduct. Tortuous, Tortuoso. Just in case you were wondering how you say in Italian. Conduct as a matter of law. The statement counterclaim statements by non-party Adam Waldman, Mr. Waldman, that are the subject of Mrs. Heard's counterclaim are not actionable statements sufficient to support a claim for defamation. Wow, there's a lot here to say. In terms of, I always wonder though, it can be that the guy, of course, is the lawyer of JD for some stuff, but intuitively, you know, I ask myself, does that mean that the guy is hired 24/7? That would be crazy, because it would cost a lot of money. So you would just, even though you refer to him as your lawyer, for instance, but still, you just, anytime, whenever you call this person to work on something, then becomes the sort of working lawyer, you know what I mean? So, in fact, to me, makes sense. I was surprised why the jury gave her this, you know, like 2 million for defamation, when in fact it makes a lot of sense that, you know, it's just Waldman saying, Mr. Waldman saying whatever he thinks. Mrs. Heard failed to present any clear and convincing evidence that Mr. Waldman made the counterclaim statement with actual malice. Also a good point. Which motion the parties argued before the trial court on October 16, 2020, and the trial court denied on January 4, 2021, with respect to the 3 statements that ultimately formed the basis for the counterclaim at trial, blah 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 blah. Plaintiff's memoranda in support of motion for summary judgment regarding counterclaim, lots of number, which motion the parties argued and the trial court denied on March 24, 2022. As further reflected in the trial court's order, plaintiff's memorandum in support of motion to strike, which motion the trial court denied after argument on May 24, 2022 and May 26, 2022. So, again, it's interesting to see, of course, Mr. Waldman said what he said about the hoax and on his tweet, which was also banned, by the way. Find actually quite remarkable that it's still banned, probably for that. That's another argument on itself, actually. But I wonder if Johnny has any chance here. You know, if there is any appeal that I would like to be seen being won, it's actually this part right here. You know, that they actually find out that they made a mistake there. I don't know if this is even possible, so I apologize if I'm misunderstanding the dynamic, because again, it seems like that appeal is just to see whether or not the trial was conducted with fairness and following the law. So we'll see. The trial court erred in refusing Mr. Depp proposed jury instruction NOS 22, 23, and 24 as to whether Mr. Waldman was acting as an independent contractor when he made the counterclaim statement. Makes sense. Depp's proposed jury instruction NOS 22, 24, which the trial court denied on May 2022, the trial court erred in excluding from evidence the full, unredacted version of Mr. Depp Exhibit NOS 881A, 881B, and 8881C, which are copies of the news articles in which the counterclaim statement appeared, instead admitting only redacted version that showed the counterclaim statement out of context. Also could make sense. Again, I don't know if any of this you know, I've learned that you can't present anything here. This is not really litigating the trial. And I suppose also from the side of Johnny Depp's lawyer, this is another probably normal steps that needs to be taken. And I find it interesting because, of course, the motions, the ones filed by Steam, like, were like basically everything, 16 of them. So, and it feels like that there is probably not much ground for none of them, at least from what I hear so far. Again, I'm not a lawyer, so I have no clue in the details how they're going to go about, but from the things I read also and I watch from other YouTube lawyers. So anyway, will be interesting. Now I know that there's going to be another step to take by early November, so this is not over. And again, all those steps, they take so much time. So to conclude the video, I think it would be very interesting to see Johnny Depp perhaps winning the appeal on this,